Universal Studios, Florida. Premiering in Orlando, spring 1990. It's the greatest Hollywood production ever.
Hello everybody and welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott and you're watching the #1 stop for all things theme park related. Hey, sorry that you're not watching a video right now. Instead, you're just listening to my audio with pictures and other B-roll videos on the screen. But I figured I'd take a break from setting up all my lighting equipment and everything. It takes a lot out of me doing it every single day, and I don't have the space in my room to be keeping that lighting equipment up all the time. So today's just gonna be an audio one, but don't worry, the next video will be back with a video. Nonetheless, I'm still gonna include pictures and videos in this particular one that you're watching. So today we're talking about the top 5 Universal Studios Florida attractions, or Universal Studios Orlando Resort attractions that I'm most excited to experience when we go in September. Nonetheless, even if Halloween Horror Nights were to somehow get canceled, which I don't think it is, either way we'd still be going out and taking our trip to Orlando to experience the daytime parks and Volcano Bay. So that'll still be fun no matter what, even if Halloween Horror Nights were to get canceled. I don't think it's going to get canceled though. I just want to preface that I do not think Halloween Horror Nights will get canceled. But in that possibility, we'll still be going to the parks nonetheless. But like I said, I'm going to talk about my top 5 that I'm most excited for between the 2 parks that are there, not the water park, the 2 theme parks that are there, Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure. But hey, if you want to take it one step further in supporting SoCal Exploring, donate $3 to our Buy Me a Coffee page, link down in the description, to help us produce higher quality theme park content for you all to enjoy. And those who do support will be featured in various future videos on our YouTube channel. We also have a merchandise store where you can snag some official SoCal Exploring merchandise at a very reasonable price, just like one of our decal stickers for only $3.99. Just visit teespring.com/stores/SoCalExploring-3 or click the link in the description of this video. And if you're not already following us on social media, make sure to check out our social medias at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. Subscribe if you're new here with those bell notifications on. Make sure to check out our website, SoCalExploring.com, because you're not going to want to miss all these detailed theme park blogs that we're putting out, especially during a time where the news is very important, like it is right now.
A new universe of theme parks, resorts, and nightlife. Universal Studios Escape. Are you ready?
Number 5 on the list is located over at Islands of Adventure, and keep in mind, all of them are located at Islands of Adventure besides the one on this list. That just goes to show you that Islands of Adventure hosts tons of great attractions. Nonetheless, Universal Studios Florida hosts tons of great attractions, but Islands of Adventures is where it's at. You can find this attraction in Seuss Landing, and of course, number 5 is the Cat in the Hat Dark Ride. Now, a lot of you guys may be wondering, why would you put the Cat in the Hat Dark Ride right here? Well, the answer is simple. I love dark rides, as some of you may know me and may be familiar with this channel. Dark rides are just my love. Like, I really do love dark rides so much. And this dark ride, from the POVs that I watched and the pictures that I've seen, looks absolutely phenomenal and fun. It's a little bit older of an attraction, but it kind of reminds me of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, as it takes you through the story of the book of the Cat in the Hat. Super fun, super whimsical, super colorful, and that's what I love about this attraction. I haven't even experienced it. I mean, like, way back when I first started, I even speculated that this could come to Universal Studios Hollywood, which would never happen, but it's something that I speculated to, in hopes that maybe a Universal exec would see and they'd put it in Hollywood, which was really dumb. I mean, let's talk about young SoCal Exploring. We can talk a lot about that, but nonetheless, I'm super excited for the Cat in the Hat Dark Ride, for me to experience it over in Seuss Landing. I'm excited to go in Seuss Landing in general. That's such a heavily themed land, and there's nothing else like it. There's nothing else like the Cat in the Hat ride. Where else can you ride a Cat in the Hat attraction that's this good and this whimsical? I'm sure another theme park can take it on, but Universal Studios Orlando Resort did a great job at theming this one. It's a fun attraction overall.
Universal Studios makes you the star of your favorite movies, like in the spectacular new Men in Black Alien Attack Ride.
Number 4 on the list, for the one that I'm most excited for throughout all of the Universal Orlando Resort, is Men in Black Alien Attack. It's a shooting interactive dark ride located at Universal Studios Florida, so this is that one attraction that is located in the other park, which is Universal Studios Florida, and the rest are all at Islands of Adventure. When the ride is based on the 1997 movie Men in Black, and it opened in 2000 after its 5-year development process. That's a long time, and I'm honestly like super excited to ride this attraction. It's a pretty old attraction, 2000. I mean, that's really old, but from videos it looks like it's very well maintained, and it looks like there's tons of popularity surrounding it from theme park bloggers and just theme park fans in general. So I'm assuming that this attraction is great. It looks like a fun dark ride, and nonetheless, a dark ride plus a shooting interactive ride. I mean, what could go wrong with that? I'm scared that this ride will go away sometime soon, though, because it is getting kind of old. Like I said, I'm sure that they have plans to develop something new there. I'm just hoping it doesn't, because it looks like such a fun attraction. So here's hoping that it doesn't at all. But nonetheless, I'm excited for Men in Black Alien Attack. Let's see if I can get a super high score, because I've watched multiple videos there, seeing how to get a super high score there, and I think that I've nailed it a little bit. I'm sure I'll be rusty the first time. I'm gonna ride it multiple times just to see how high my score can get. Next up on the list, number 3, is Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls. It's a log from ride over Islands of Adventure, inspired by Dudley Do-Right character created by these cartoonists that were crazy. This is another late attraction. It opened in 1999. One of the park's original attractions. It has a drop of 75 feet and goes to a top speed of 45 miles. And what can I say about this? This thing looks incredibly amazing. There's nothing else themed like this other than Splash Mountain for a log ride. It's insanely good. I'm excited for the queue area, let alone the queue area looks really cool. The ride itself looks like it gets you absolutely soaked, and I'm super excited for that, because over in Florida, as I've been talking to some of my friends over there and I've been watching videos, it seems like it gets humid over there for you Floridian watching. It seems like it gets pretty humid and stays hot throughout most of the days there. It also rains sometimes, and that makes it really muggy and really nasty and really sticky. So this will definitely be a great attraction to hop on to cool down, because from the POVs and everything, it looks like it absolutely gets you soaked, like more soaked than any other attraction in a theme park. I mean, look, the drop is insane. You go down the drop, the 75-foot drop, I'm assuming, and then you come back up to do a little hump, and you go back down, do another little hump, and then finally splash down into the final water pad. And you can even stand right above the bridge and get wet. I think that's a really cool thing, because there's not a lot of water rides like that anymore where you can stand on a bridge and still get wet. This is an attraction I've always been excited for. I've literally been wanting to ride Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls for the longest time, and now I finally get to experience it over at Islands of Adventure.
But is he friend, or is he foe?
Prepare to ride for your life. Skull Island, Reign of Kong, Universal Orlando Resort.
Alright, next on the list is the Skull Island Reign of Kong. It's a ride over at Islands of Adventure as well. This ride opened up, it's fairly new. It opened up in 2016. And this is one of the attractions I had to be on top of things when videos came out. Like, when videos came out, I was watching all of them. I watched, like, literally every single Orlando theme park blogger that put out a video on opening day of this and soft opening. Because soft opening happened, like, a month before the grand opening. And I was just so excited to see it. I was like, well, one day I'm going to get to experience that. And I knew I was going to get to experience it one day. Look at this thing. This thing looks insane. There's 2 giant gates that open up every single time a new shuttle goes through. For that to play into the effect, like you're returning to Skull Island. I wish that we had that over here at the world famous studio tour, but we just have King Kong 360 3D, which is a little bit of a letdown. And this is kind of like that. There's a part in there that looks exactly like King Kong 360 3D that we have over here in Hollywood, but I'm telling you guys, it's a lot different. If you guys just watch the POVs, it's a completely different attraction. I mean, there's animatronics in the queue. The queue is extremely immersive. There's live animatronics inside the actual ride. There's also a huge animatronic of King Kong. Like, I've talked about this before, one of my favorite attractions of all time at Universal Studios Hollywood was the former Kong encounter, which had a giant Kong animatronic. And now it's gone after the fire killed him. But now they have a huge, like a massive one over in Orlando at the Skull Island Reign of Kong attraction. I think that's one of the things that puts this attraction above all the other ones on this list, is getting to see the animatronic and getting to be absolutely terrified by it. Because I'm a sucker for animatronics too. Just like I'm a sucker for dark rides, I'm a sucker for animatronics as well.
Join Hagrid to encounter the rarest of magical creatures in the epic new addition to the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
And last but certainly not least, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. I know, such a long name. So weird that they named it that long of a thing. I mean, it could have been just Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. That would have made sense. So I guess I had to get the magical creature in there. It's fine nonetheless. Wow, this, I mean, what can I say about this ride? It's impressive. It is so impressive. There's nothing else like this in any other theme park. I mean, when you combine a roller coaster with all these different elements like animatronics or smoke effects, you go backwards, it's insane. I mean, there's even a drop part where it drops you down as if you were like on Tower of Terror or something. It is insane. Like I said, it goes backwards too. It launches you. You're riding a motorbike, and then you have your partner or whoever's riding with you right next to you. You get to see all these magnificent creatures, some that aren't even in the Harry Potter realm. Like there's one in there, I forget what it's called, but there's one in there that they was specifically new to the actual attraction. There's tons of great animatronics in there, like getting to see Fluffy, the three-headed dog. That's super impressive. And the Hagrid, the super lifelike Hagrid. Wow, just from the videos alone, it looks super impressive. I cannot wait to ride this attraction. This is the one that I'm most excited for to ride at the Universal Studios Orlando Resort. It looks impressive. I'm hoping that it's not a 7-hour wait when I go, because I'm hearing that it's quite hard to get on. And I'm also hearing that it opens midway through the day, so I'll have to plan out my day a little bit better to make sure I'm there when it opens, or if it's there when if it opens when rope drop happens, then you best bet I'm rope dropping Islands of Adventure first, and I will get to Universal Studios Florida afterwards. I cannot wait to ride this attraction. I'm going to be mind blown. Like, I'm going to want to ride it again. Most likely I won't be able to ride it again, but I'm going to be absolutely mind blown. I think we're going to get Express though. I know we're going to get Express for the first night of Halloween Horror Nights. We'll see if we have the money for the daytime park. We won't get it for the second night of Halloween Horror Nights, but we'll get it. We're going to try to get it for the normal daytime part of us going to Universal Studios Orlando and experiencing the theme parks and not just Halloween Horror Nights. We'll see though, because I don't want to be waiting in lines. This is a once in a lifetime experience. We're going to be going back every year as much as possible to Orlando. This is our first trip, and we want to enjoy it without having to wait in terrible lines in the hot and humid sun. But as for today, that does it for this video, guys. I want to know your guys' list down below if you're planning a trip out to Orlando this year, or if you've actually been out to Orlando. Let me know your guys' top 5 list down below, whether it be Universal Studios Florida or Islands of Adventure. Heck, you can even include Volcano Bay in there if you wanted to. Subscribe if you're new here with those bell notifications on, and follow us on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. And most importantly, positivity is key. Make sure to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.
And listen.